2 weeks ago, I introduced you to this cutesy, bubbly, and rather annoying Amseco FS2 series fire sounder. And this week, I'd like to introduce you to its even cutesier, bubblier, and more annoying cousin, the FS1 series. Happy Fire Alarm Friday, and welcome to my comparison of the Amseco FS1 and FS2 series of fire sounders. I'd like to address a point of controversy that will surely boost engagement in the comments section. You'll find that I choose to pronounce the brand name as Amseco and not Amseco. Amseco stands for the American Security Equipment Company. The word is pronounced security and not security, so it would stand to reason why I pronounce it this way. That notwithstanding, in System Test 11, I demonstrated this device, an FS2-1R sounder. It's capable of producing a single polarized tone that resembles a foreign slow whoop, often found in alarms not commonly used in the United States. This device is capable of either being flush-mounted or surface-mounted with the included adapter plate. It mounts to a standard 4-inch electrical backbox and is wired to 24 volts DC. In its documentation, the FS2-1R notes that it is compatible with the SF2C series of strobes. In the grill of the sounder, there's a small plastic knockout that would be used for routing strobe wires to the back of the device if the optional strobe is installed. While this device seems annoying in its own right, I found something far worse. Enter the FS1-1W sounder. Through the magic of buying both of them, I can now show you the differences between these two devices in a single video. The FS1 sounders look much like their presumably newer counterparts, the FS2s. With an identical body design, it's impossible to tell one from the other while installed, but there's some stark differences between the two alarms. The FS1 produces a siren tone that's very similar to the tone of the Wheelock AES. This tone is most certainly more annoying and shrill in my unprofessional opinion. It also features the same plastic knockout for installing a strobe. In the FS1 documentation, there are many references to the device being compatible with an SL-02 strobe module. You'll see an image of the Amseco FSL1-1 sounder strobe with a clearly non-ADA strobe module mounted to the front. Like the FS2, the FS1 is capable of being either surface-mounted or flush-mounted, and is specified to run on either 12 or 24 volts DC, unlike the FS2. For the purposes of this video, both devices were tested on 12 volts DC, and I didn't experience any issues. To summarize the similarities between these two devices, they both use the same body style with knockouts to mount optional strobes and are also either flush-mounted or surface-mounted. They both operate on 12 or 24 volts DC, while the FS1 only notes that it's compatible for both. They both come with a red fire sticker that the user must apply in order to mark the device as a fire sounder. Both devices are very loud and will likely annoy those who are forced to listen to them. Overall, there isn't much information about these devices beyond what's included in the box. Both are UL listed for fire alarm service under Title 486N. The manuals both list that the devices must be installed such that they comply with NFPA 72E, which from what I can gather with my quick Google search, was adopted into the greater NFPA 72 code structure in 1993. Given this date and the nature of these devices, I conclude that they were manufactured sometime in the 1990s. The FS1 and FS2 are some of the rarest devices in my collection, and I'm happy to share them with you in this video. I hope that you enjoyed today's edition of Fire Alarm Friday, and I'll see you next week.